evening, taking your time out to hear about Asantae's wonderful products and opportunity. I want to keep us moving, and I wanted to have the opportunity to introduce, I'm really honored to introduce a very good friend of ours. We've fallen in love with him and his family. William has created so much success as a businessman and an entrepreneur. We're so excited to have him speak with you this evening. He is the co-creator of the IKEA product, an expert of longevity hotspots, as well as an Asantae field leader and a product advisor. William, are you available? Are you out there? William, are you there?
Now that I'm unmuted, can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes, we can. You're unmuted and ready to go. Please.
I appreciate that, and it's good to be with you. Always good to be with you guys, and always love every opportunity I have to share these products and this opportunity with people. You know, like the slide says, we have a real health crisis in this country. About half the population will get cancer at some point in their life. 1 in 3 people die of cardiovascular disease in this country. It's the #1 killer in the country. According to the CDC, half of adults will be diabetic or pre-diabetic by the year 2020. Right now, today, there are 79 million people in America, adults over the age of 20, who have pre-diabetes. You know, these are alarming figures, and we have a real serious epidemic of chronic disease on our hands. And to help with these, you know, this epidemic situation we have, Asantae really has 3 unique whole food-based, first-to-market products. And tonight we'll start with the first one we'll talk about is IS2. And IS2 really addresses inflammation and immune support. It's convenient, it's easy to take, it's delicious. I think it tastes sort of like mango juice, but we're seeing really amazing benefits from it. And, you know, we've just really begun here recently in the last few months to take it on a daily basis. You know, IS2 has some amazing ingredients like curcumin and reishi mushrooms, resveratrol, green tea extract. You know, I always tell people just, you know, Google these ingredients, because if you just Google any of them, you'll see tons and tons of support material on each and every one of these phenomenal ingredients. And one to really look at is Wellmune. Wellmune is a beta-glucan. It's created from baker's yeast, so it's totally natural. It's a key ingredient that enhances the immune response and provides protection to health challenges resulting from physical and lifestyle stress. And this has been confirmed by a double-blind placebo-controlled study involving marathoners, firefighters, and individuals with stressful lifestyles. And, you know, who among us doesn't have a stressful life? So, you know, we all need to be on IS2. And, you know, one of the keys that Wellmune activates is that it activates our innate immune cells, which are part of the body's first line of defense. And, you know, the key is it's not stimulative. In other words, it's not causing stress or damage in enhancing the immune system. So that's key if you want to take something on a continual basis. So it does not cause stress. It's not stimulative, and so this is something that you can consume freely and not have to worry about, you know, causing stress on other organs in the body. And that, again, has been proven. The next product that we'll talk about tonight is IKEA. You know, IKEA really started with a trip I took to Costa Rica a few years ago. I was speaking with my friend Sam there. Sam lives there and had lived there for many years at that time, and he was telling me about how healthy and long-lived the people are. And, you know, it's a very beautiful area, very beautiful place, but it's also very remote. It's not exactly, you know, where you would expect to find the healthiest people on the planet. But as I looked into it, I really confirmed what Sam was telling me. The scientists call this particular area of Costa Rica a longevity hotspot. You know, I wanted to learn more about it, and I started looking into it and researching it, and I enlisted the help of my doctor, Dr. Maurice Warness. He's a naturopathic physician. He went to a 4-year medical school. You know, he's a family practitioner, but he takes a holistic view to health. So he uses nutritional products and herbal remedies as opposed to pharmaceuticals in his practice. And so I just, you know, thought he'd be perfect to help me look into this. And you know, as we looked into it, we found that there's very well established, very credible research into these longevity hotspots. Conducted research by Duke University, Harvard University, National Institutes on Aging, National Geographic. And you know, while we were conducting the research, it occurred to me that, you know, we could develop a product based on their diet, you know, their dietary intake. And really, what we found in the research, we found 3 things that we really based the product on. Number 1 is variety. These people consume a very wide variety of superfoods on a daily basis. Here in the U.S., you know, we seem to eat the same foods over and over again, but in the hotspots, they eat a much wider variety of foods, specifically superfoods, you know, foods that are extremely nutrient dense. And so Akia starts with over 30 of the most nutrient dense bioactive superfoods, and then we ferment them. And what we found in the research is that we found that no matter where in the world the longevity hotspot was located, the people there consume a great deal of fermented foods. And the process of fermentation actually enhances the nutrient content of the foods in a couple of ways. Vitamins and minerals are made more bioavailable, which means more of the nutrition reaches the cells, but also secondary metabolites and certain vitamins are produced in the process. So the process of fermentation makes the nutrition even more nutritious, and it helps that nutrition reach the cells where it's needed most. So, you know, fermentation is a very important aspect of the Akia product. And the third thing, the third principle that we used in developing the product is these people in longevity hotspots, they have a vastly more probiotics in their digestive tract than we do here, and in both numbers and the different strands. And you know, our probiotics have been decimated due to a variety of factors, mainly antibiotic use and chemical use, you know, chemicals in the water, chemicals on the food, and just a variety of chemicals that we're ingesting on a daily basis. These things decimate our probiotics. So we include 3 billion live cultures in every serving to help reconstitute the flora in our digestive tract. So in a nutshell, Akia contains over 30 organic superfoods fermented for maximum value and absorption. It's a very pure product. It's soy-free, dairy-free, gluten-free, GMO-free, wheat-free. It's vegan. And contains no added sugars or sweeteners. It's simply organic fermented superfoods. It comes in a powder form. It can be easily mixed in most any beverage. And you know, with things like kale and Brussels sprouts and you know, foods like that, you would assume it just tastes awful, but it's really not. It has a fairly neutral taste, and so it can mix in most any beverage. You know, kids enjoy it. You know, it tastes really good, especially considering the nutrient value. It's incredible the way it turned out. So each daily recommended serving of Akia contains the antioxidant value of 5 servings of fruits and vegetables, the oat beta-glucans of 8 servings of oatmeal. Everyone knows oatmeal is good for you, but who's going to eat 8 bowls a day, right? The probiotics of 6 servings of yogurt, and the resveratrol, which is the longevity promoting property of red wine, of 28 glasses of red wine. So it's extremely, extremely nutritious, extremely nutrient dense. And you know, we've seen amazing results. Almost everyone experiences an increase in energy, stamina, better digestion, better sleep. I'm amazed at how many people don't sleep very well, but it's incredible how many people talk about how now they're sleeping through the night for the first time in years. less cravings for sugary and salty foods, things like that, and that's really, really good for keeping the weight off and that sort of thing, weight management. Much faster recovery from workouts. You know, athletes, world-class athletes tell us all the time that they recover much quicker from strenuous workout, and we see amazing results with inflammation, related issues like joint and muscle pain, things like that. In conjunction with Akia, we have a really awesome weight loss cleanse that we call the Blast. It's really a combination of intermittent fasting and cleansing. It's very effective. In fact, most people lose 5 to 10 pounds in the first 3 days. We have a program that you can see at theblastfast.com called 321. You do the first blast of 3 days, and then you do 2 days a week until you reach your goal, and then just blast 1 day periodically to keep the weight off, to maintain your, the weight you want to maintain. We're seeing, like I said before, really amazing results. We have people now who have lost 30, 40, 50 pounds, even over 100 pounds. We have a lady who's lost 139 pounds since January. And, the key is that you do it in short periods, short increments, and so the metabolism doesn't have time to adjust and lower the way it does with a traditional diet. So, it's very, very effective. It's really good at helping keep the weight off once you've lost it. It's very healthy. The data on intermittent fasting is very strong, both clinical trials with animals and with humans. Another reason that it works and it's effective is because it's easier to do something periodically than to do it every single day of your life. So we're seeing really, really good results there. So the other product, the last product we'll talk about tonight, is it's called Real Weight. Real Weight comes in capsule forms, very convenient, very easy to take. It's really based around 3 plant-based ingredients that make up Real Weight. It's that each of them have a significant body of scientific evidence indicating that they would change digestion, absorption, and metabolism of glucose. So it's really good for balancing blood sugar. All 3 ingredients are very well researched, and like I said before, you can Google those as well. The first that we're going to talk about tonight is the raw or unroasted coffee bean. It's been shown to lower sugar spikes. It's been shown to reduce diabetes and modify glucose metabolism to reduce sugar spikes. The second is the specific extract of seaweed. It reduces the digestion of both fat and glucose and provides key antioxidants. And the third is the prickly pear leaf, and it's been shown to reduce diabetes, LDL oxidation, and provide key antioxidants as well. So Real Weight's really the first weight loss supplement to combine these 3 clinically proven compounds, and it's the only weight loss supplement that attacks the problem of sugar spikes to promote a reduction in the addictive properties of carbohydrates, which is really a big problem in this country. Again, we're seeing amazing results. I've talked to many people who've seen really, really great results with Real Weight. One thing I'll say, Real Weight does have niacin in it, and so it can cause a little bit of a flushing. If you feel like you had a little reaction or become a little bit flush, don't worry about that. That's just the niacin. It's perfectly natural. It sort of dilates the capillaries. But like I said, we're seeing really good results with that as well. Very convenient, very easy to take. So with that, what I'll do is I will turn it over to Steve Kampouroglou. Steve has founded and started several multi-million-dollar companies. He spent over 22 years teaching and training martial arts. He's traveled internationally. He's actually taken 3 world championships as a double black belt and a master instructor. He's helped many, many people to obtain financial freedom through the community commerce model. He and his wife Linda are Asantae Diamonds, and they're my sponsors. Proud that they're my sponsors in this Asantae business. Stevie, you're with us.
I am. How are you, William? Thanks so much. Wealth of knowledge and information that you shared, and I really appreciate you taking the time to help everybody understand these great products that we have.
Good to be with you.
Thanks again. So guys, listen, we're really so excited about having the products that people can use and benefit from. That is so important, you know, to be able to have something that you can see the results, as William shared, of people losing weight, getting healthy, feeling good. You know, everybody has their own testimony. Get on the product and get yours as well. You know, it's, you know, but Asantae is so much more than just the product. The product is really the basis of what we have, but we have an avenue to be able to help people to create a business opportunity as well. And so tonight, for a few moments, we're going to share with you a way to be able to do that. You know, it's interesting that 72% of all adult Americans would rather work for themselves than for a job. 67% think about quitting their jobs regularly or constantly. Well, how about you? You know, today, people all over the world are struggling with health issues, as we talked about earlier. And they're also fat with debt, sick of being broke, and tired of running the rat race. How about you? Let's face it, no matter where we are in life, all of us are some form of being sick and tired of being sick and tired. And sometimes it requires change in order for us to be able to get a little bit different results from what we've been getting. And so tonight we hope to be able to just share a glimpse of hope for you, of a way to be able to help you dream again. And so many people, you know, have stopped dreaming. And I often say that, you know, I love watching children because children smile. And they smile because they dream, because they believe that they're capable of achieving whatever they put their mind to. And, you know, why do we stop? Why did we ever stop dreaming? You know, all of us have the ability to become and be whatever we choose to be if you put your mind to it. And it's a little bit more than just dreaming. See, the beauty of Asantae and the beauty of a community commerce model is that we don't just talk about dreaming, but we show you a way to go after your dreams, to be able to not just talk about it, but to be able to take you and show you a way that's through a duplicatable system to be able to help you create the successes, to be able to not just dream, but to help your dreams become a reality. So, you know, part of the issue that happens to people around the globe, no matter where you are, is that we all dream big. We all have big goals, things that we'd like to accomplish, but there's something in particular that keeps us from being able to achieve them. And that something, a lot of times, is your income circle. And so the question is how can you grow that income circle to be able to help you reach a little bit further out into your dream circle, to help you to be able to achieve the goals that you have? If you were to close your eyes for a moment and you think for, you know, a moment, what would you do with better health? You know, it's a great thing to do on a regular basis, guys, because a lot of times we're sitting, what we say is on a nail, you know, and that nail becomes to get comfortable because it's not pinching just enough. It's pinching just enough to nag. It's enough to help make us complain, but not enough to get up. What's it going to take for you to get up and to be able to move and to change your lifestyle, to do something different for your health and for your financial freedom and for your family? Well, all I can say is that if what you're doing right now isn't working, then doing more of the same doesn't seem logical. And so sometimes it takes a different mindset. It takes a different avenue of approach, something different than what we've been doing to be able to create the change that perhaps that we're looking for. You know, as you look at this slide here, you know, it's a very interesting thought. And although it may seem comical, if you take it at the reality, would you bring an Indy car on a farm? Could it be able to plow the fields? Would it be able to cut that grass? Absolutely not. And would you take a tractor onto an Indy car race? Absolutely not. You have to have the right tool, the right vehicle for the right job. But talking and speaking of vehicles, you know, in order, if you do have that right vehicle, it's still not going to be effective unless there's something that helps it to become effective, and that something is you. That difference, whether it sits there or it moves, is based upon your decisions, your attitudes, and what you're willing to do to make the changes that you need in your life. So whether it's physically, you need to be able to be taking products to help you feel better, or do you live with that pain? You got to get in that vehicle. You've got to find the vehicle to help you feel better, right? And so if you get in that car, if you get in that Indy car, and you put that key in the ignition and you turn it, right, and you rev that gas, you put your foot on the brake, put your hand on the steering wheel, and you press that gas, that's the only way that you're going to be able to make a difference and change in your life. It requires action, right? And so the question is that, will you be able to gain the freedom that you want by exchanging time for money, hours for time and money? Will you be able to do that? Well, it's not that having a job won't allow you that, but sometimes you have to look past that. A lot of times we get comfortable in what we're doing, and it becomes a way of life. But in order to create that financial freedom, sometimes you have to look outside of the box. Why is it that 72% of all Americans would rather work for themselves? Because why not create wealth for you instead of somebody else? There's nothing wrong with making money and working for somebody else, but if we can show you a way how to work smart and create passive residual income, which we're going to show a little bit of that to you today, that's money. Guys, this is the beauty of a network marketing company. This is the beauty of a community commerce model, is that you will learn how to create an income while you do what you do. So this does not mean that you quit your job. This does not mean that you stop doing what you do. We're going to show you a way. And for those that were invited on this call that are new, okay, get with your upline, get with the person that invited you to be on this call, on this webinar, and talk with them about how you can spend a few hours a week working with the Asantae business model to be able to create an opportunity or income for yourselves. And we're going to show you how to do that. The beauty of why people are looking for a home-based business model, why they would rather work for themselves, is exactly what my author, Robert Kiyosaki, says. What is a business? What's a network marketing business? It's an income-producing asset that continues to pay you long after the initial work is done. We've been in this industry a very long time, and we have created an amazing residual income through this industry. And the beautiful part of it is that what you get to do today won't just affect your check next month and in 6 months and a year, but will be in 3 and 5 years, because it's the difference between leveraging time, working smart, and not working hard. So as you work your traditional business, we're going to show you a way with a few hours a week to be able to help you create an income that can change your life, where you can build your future with those few hours. And again, here the key is leveraging yourself through the efforts of many others can lead to more income and greater freedom. How do you do that? Well, I have to tell you that really and truly the only way to do that successfully is through a network marketing company. Asantae gives you that freedom and shows you an avenue with the best compensation plan, the best products. But guys, I'm here to tell you, the system is really what creates the success. Our fast track system is what will help you to create and leverage your time and people's time. And by the way, what leveraging means is being able to not work hard, but to spend less hours working smart, but being able to produce the same results with the help of many. That is the beauty of being able to have a model that is duplicatable. I want you to remember that the Asantae opportunity is not a sales business, but it's a teaching, team building, and a leadership business. Your job's not to sell a lot of products, and it isn't even to teach a lot of people to sell products, but it's to lead, train, and build people. It is first and foremost to build a network, to build people. And that's how you'll be able to create growth and how you'll be able to leverage time. The beauty of Asantae is, unlike many traditional businesses where you have to spend thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars to be able to start up a business for yourself in hopes that you're going to be able to, in 2, 3, 4, 5 years be able to pull yourself out of the debt of what it cost you, right? Well, Why is the community commerce model so attractive? Because you can start up for a few $100s. And that few $100s is the product that you consume, the product that you personally take on a daily basis, and that's all that it takes for you to be in your own business. And what do you get for that? You get to work part-time. You have no employees, no inventory except the product that you share. You get to go out and make a difference in people's lives, and you have a financial vehicle to be able to help you create the freedoms that you need to be able to not only change your life, your family's life. You know, listen, I always say if you can leave a legacy, you know, that's really, it's not just a will, it's a legacy, something that you do that can change the course and history of your family so that they will remember what you've done. Guys, that's exciting. And you have the opportunity to be able to do that with the Asantae business model. Asantae has 7 ways to earn income. And traditionally, you have one way. You show up, you do your work, you exchange your time for hours, and you collect the check, and sometimes you have to fight for that check. Well, the nice thing is with this model that we have, you have these 7 ways. You know, listen, 3 of the ways will help you to get to $10,000 a week. Now, how would that change and affect your life? How about if we take it a little bit smaller, guys, because let's face it, you know, as you get started in this business, you're not making that money right up front, but how would an extra $1,000 a week change your life? How about an extra $1,000 a month? You know, we have people that we have a summer splash program that we're instituting this summer that has been going on for a couple weeks now, and we have people that are achieving new ranks, you know, bronze, silver, and gold. You know, listen, it's $10,000 a year, $15,000 a year, $20,000 a year, $30,000 a year. How about you? What would change your life? What do you dream about? What would you like to attain with that? You know, this is what we want you to think about. Exponential growth turns small groups into large groups. And so I had a really good friend of mine many years ago say to me, that, and this is what really got me started in this industry, this community commerce network marketing industry, was he said, you know, Steve, he says, you've worked hard all of your life. You've owned many businesses, but you didn't work smart. You worked hard. It's taken its toll on your body. He said, it's time for you to work hard. And when he showed me this model of exponential, or time for you to work smart, he said, when he showed me this model of exponential growth and what you can do, he said, you can work the next 40 years of your life, or you can go out and find 40 people. That opened my eyes, guys, you know, because I knew that if I kept on doing what I was doing, I would work the next 40 years of my life. And so I went out and found 40 people, and my 40 turned to 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 people, and our teams continued to grow because we had a duplicatable system, a system that we taught that people can grow from, create from. And listen, guys, this fast-track system is what you really need to create a successful business. It helps you to dream big, get passionate, get excited, because, listen, you don't have to invent the wheel. It's already been done for you. This system has created more millionaires than any other millionaires in any other business. The community commerce network marketing business is the most legitimate business in the world, and it has created more millionaires than any other business. You know, listen, there's great programs, great money that you can be able to be part of, but you know, dream big, dream small, but dream, guys. You know, don't not dream at all. It's time to get up off that nail. It's time to get yourself healthy. It's time to help you and your friends make money. And listen, what good is traveling if you can't take your friends with you? What good is health if you can't help your friends be healthy? And, you know, to do things together. That's the key. It's about team. It's about growth. It's about doing things together, not alone. I'm going to put Linda on the phone, and she's basically going to tell you what you need to do to be able to get started since you've seen this webinar thus far.
Okay, everyone. I hope you're excited as we are and you're ready to try these amazing products. There are 3 ways you can do this. One is, I'm excited. I have a really big dream or why, and I'm going to give it a go. You're going to get with the person that invited you, and they're going to help you to get going with us. 2 is maybe I need a little bit more information, which you will then just contact the person who invited you, and they will give you the information you need. Or 3 is, I want to try the products right now. They sound amazing. Let's go that way, and you'll get with the person that invited you. Really, everyone, you have nothing to lose, everything to gain. there's just a couple of ways of how to get started. You're going to place your initial order. You're going to get on auto ship, and the reason being is because we don't deliver to your door. It comes straight from the company to your door each month. And then what we're going to do is we're going to help you to get 2 people into your business, which makes you an executive. One's going to be in your right team and one's going to be in your left team. And we're going to help them to do the exact same thing. That's how you get started. I'm going to let Steve tell you a little bit about the fast track. Thank you very much, everyone.
Guys, it's great. Easy decisions, easy choices. Get with the person that invited you. They invited you because they love you, they thought of you. And listen, that's all this business is about, is loving on people and seeing if we have something that can affect and change their life. If you're interested in building the business and creating an extra $500,000, $2,000, $5,000 a month and more, guys, listen, this fast track system is what you need to be part of. You know, I've never seen anything like this. You know, my good friend Eric Cloud, you know, he developed a fast track system and he did it for a purpose. He did it to be able to have a simplified system where people can look at and duplicate and be able to say, I get it, I can do it. You know, so this is your manual, this is your franchise, you know, this is what you get when you want to build a business. And listen, the investment is small, you know, but I do say this, is that, you know, to have a successful network marketing business, would you say that it's worth 2, 3, 4 years of your time to put a few hours in a week to be able to develop an extra $100,000 a year? Or more, guys. It's up to you how fast or how slow you want to build. But to spend a few hours to have a consistent business, creating income, that's what it's all about. I wanted to put this slide up here for you. Stay plugged in. Get on the fasttrackopportunity.com. Okay, you want to be going there on a daily basis with your business to be able to check to see what's going on. You have an events page. You have a calendar on there, guys, where there's going to be home meetings that are posted on a regular basis so that you know where to plug in around the U.S. to know what's going on. There's a leadership page. See who the leaders are, who to stay plugged in. You have resources. There's going to be tips. Do not let time go by without you getting on there and exploring that. You know, this is key. Stay plugged in. You know, you become plugged in by participating in meetings and events and conventions and trainings and conference calls. Listen, invest in yourself. When you invest in yourself, you grow. You know, it was like when you sit still and you do nothing, there can't be growth, right? And so as you invest, that's the beauty of network marketing, is the thing that you can take away from this is that you will grow as a person, as an individual. You'll get to know people better. You'll know how to handle business better. You're going to be able to approach people better. There's so many valuable things that you gain from the network marketing business. We are so grateful that you guys have chosen Asantae, and for those that are new, we hope you make the decision to become part of our team. Stay persistent and consistent. Your success is based upon your daily routine. So keep on doing, keep on dreaming, keep on believing, have a vision, have a goal, and don't ever let go of it, guys. Tomorrow, we are going to have a Summer Splash conference call for about 20 minutes at 9 p.m. That email should go out to your inboxes. For those that want to get on it, make sure you talk to the person that invited you on the call. They will get you that phone number and information to be able to part of that. Some amazing incentives to grow during the summer so that you can have strong businesses through the fall and winter. So get plugged in there. Next Monday, my good friend Eric is going to be doing the webinar. Don't want to miss that. He has some invaluable information to help you grow your businesses as well. You know, stay plugged in, get on these webinars, get your new people on there, because that's how you build belief. And the key is, guys, is belief. Believe in yourself that you are capable of accomplishing whatever you put your mind to. God bless. Until next Monday. Take care, guys.